Hello everybody, I'm Raphael Perry and it's time for some more adventures of Ash and Steel. And in this episode I'm going to go help Jiri out. You may recall the last time I spent a lot of time searching the exact, easily identifiable building in the illustration provided for the quest. It's the wrong building. And people might say, oh, that's the developers being nasty and putting the wrong picture there to mislead people. Maybe they don't want you to know exactly where it is. They want you to go look for it. And instead of giving you a picture of the exact building you should go to, they gave you a picture of the one people were most likely to search first. Now, I'm going to be a little on the cautious side tonight because my mouse is broken and I'm using a replacement one that is a temporary replacement until the proper replacement arrives in the very near future, and I'm not used to the sensitivity on this one and I cannot adjust the sensitivity on it either. I see we got our fighting hat on, but we probably still don't want to tangle the beetle on the left, as the hunters are likely to steal the kill and we'll only get 10 experience in points instead of the 70 or
maybe I should move to the village. This is nothing in comparison.
Whoa.
Maybe
See
I should
that?
move to the village.
Game.
The city makes me sick.
I moved the mouse to the right. Why are you doing violent
Sometimes I
swings
wonder
to the
why
left?
we even have guards.
So consequently, due to the... It's odd. It feels like the sensitivity is a bit low, but then on the desktop, you know. But in game, it seems like the sensitivity might actually be quite a lot higher. So yeah, fun. Come on, Tristan. Keep going. You can move your other foot. I'm still holding the movement controls, but it's determined to load. I should probably... Oh no, there he goes. Now, just in case the world hasn't quite loaded yet. No, we're good. Have a little dash downhill. Probably shouldn't do that too often. You know, the advice when going downhill is to always pump your brakes in case you take a tumble. I'm thinking bicycles here, not four-wheeled vehicles. So, I'm going to go back and help Jiri with his inheritance. Funnily enough, I've dug up the chest earlier. Can't remember if I reloaded or if it's still dug up. It's that ruined building on the very edge of the outskirts that I found and didn't have a key for the chest. Which does indeed mean that ruined building on the farms I discovered, where Tristan can go inside and say, this looks like the place. I've had no indication to go to any such place. So the game seems to think I've done something that I haven't. And I feel it would be more fulfilling if I had actually been given the false information and lured into the trap rather than just walking in there. This looks... Come on, that is... I'm definitely not moving to the left, I'm moving to the right. That looks like a dig spot. But it also might not be. 9. Sure. I will save in case I'm massively misreading the situation. I may have forgotten what a dig spot looks like.
Something's blocking it from the other side.
Okay, let's try a different angle then.
Something's blocking it from the other side.
Aha! I found an angle. And I'm digging up nothing. Okay, let's try from... Wait. Yeah, we're getting nothing here. So, I need to think about this, right? Obviously I don't want to waste 2 spades. Either there are false dig spots lying around waiting for us, so that we can try to dig them up and go, okay, wrong place. At least we tried. Maybe someone dug up the treasure that was here already, and I don't think that's time-based. I don't think they are actively, dynamically altering them. Or the disturbed earth asset of the digging location has been used in places such as here as a sort of filler to add diversity to the look of the place. And only some... What? That was interesting. Let's yeah, we just walked over it that time. For some reason the edge of that stone was proving to be a very tangible barrier to us. Yeah, so either they've used the asset for the dug ground to add variety to the world, and then gone through and applied a code that turns every one of those into a dig spot, and then they've created things that block you from being able to dig, like sticks and stones on top of things, but we can somehow find an angle that lets us try anyway. Or they are intentionally placing empty false dig spots to make the search a little more interesting. And yeah, I don't like this wild swing, often in the wrong direction, when I stop or make a very small turn. And the world did load in a little late there, but that's okay, it's there now. So I really don't want to fight while I'm getting the hang of this. Maybe against a single foe, where I can lock on. Maybe Ranta, actually, for that matter. Oh, hello. You do not have a significant name. It would, of course, make it easier if I mapped a location. If I tracked the correct quest, so that we could all see it go away when I finish it. And this may end up being quite a short episode, but if that's the case, it is what it is. There's technical limitations at the moment, and I might as well enjoy what I have available to me. In fact, I've barely done anything yet, so yikes. So actually, it's this one up here, all the way along this road and climbing up the ruined, tumbled down blocks of stone to the right. And yes, I am blatantly looking to the left there, because left. Could have sworn those beetles had come back. I don't think I've re-slain them, because they gave me quite a lot of grief on the attempts to do so, but maybe I did. Or they're just hiding right there in the ruins and haven't come out yet. Speaking of ruins, if I'm to stand a chance of discovering the secret ruins that contain all of the pieces of information I require, I'm going to want to obtain the map. And in order to do that, so this is the building I seek. And we're supposed to be... berries. Excellent. That's the chest that I cannot open yet, because I require some kind of written information, which only appears here after the quest begins. Come on, you. Remember our last dance? 4 steps, spin, 2 steps, bow, 3 steps, embrace, last step, kiss. So, 4, 2, 3, 1. We don't know which direction, but it's going to be alternating directions like the other chest. 4, 2, 3, 1. Isn't that the same combination from back in the village? Oh well. Right, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1. No? Okay. We'll try again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, and 1. There we go. The inheritance documents, a fork and 100 gold. It is entirely possible some kind of nasty wrong-un might come upon us now and try to take these from us. So I should probably equip something consumable. Ah, all this water. Oh yes, the water thing. We needed... what was it? Ask local millers. Let me guess. I'm going to have to go all the way out to the farm. Jesus keeps clean and that's what helps him. This implies there are other millers I should ask as well. I think I asked the healer and she said go ask the alchemist. Search for cabin. Some crazed drunkard from the slums calling himself Abra, so there's a monster living in the cabin next to his. Could just be some drunken ravings, but I might as well check it out. Pretty sure I was in the area, so I can go look at that at some point. Give out potions to those in need. I do need to... yeah, that's the graveyard in the city. Find Lucida Stone, not opening anytime soon. Bring the documents to Jiri, will absolutely do so. There we go. Collect the book of exegeses from Kronos. The preacher. No idea where he is. Find the first tome. If it's literally in the rest's house. Oh, Erwin's got it. Okay. Find Corrodelius. Small ravine near the Grey Shaftian Cemetery. Oh, I know where that is. Yeah, we've been there once or twice before. Find Olaf's sheep from the hollow behind the farm. It's so descriptive. Some kind of beast is coming in at night. One of the people in the camp tracked it to a burning tower, but it couldn't be tracked during the day. Probably wait till we're a bit more competent at nighttime stuff. Find 10 good hides. We need a better skill for that. Check out the destroyed village at night. Again, it's nighttime. Find a trophy for Birch. That looks like one of those big troll gorilla type things, doesn't it? Fire and bias for Kussman. Yeah, taverners around town. Work on the house. Look for these people. Yeah, I couldn't find Olgerd. He's there somewhere. I did check the forums. He does exist. I just wasn't able to find him last night. Find Vin's tools. Now, this looks like some kind of stable. And we're just waiting for time to pass, I think. We'll probably go into the next chapter, to be honest. There is some kind of zombie in the graveyard. We need to look for things for Magwo's big thing. Convince Zlatar. Looks like this won't be settled easily. Zlatar is not budging. I wonder what might change his mind. I have no idea. It's going to take me some time, that one. Meet Gabriel at night. That sounds like... Ask Ellen about the stalker. 10 stale bread. Aha! We may need to go to multiple shops for that. But that we could probably do. Find Norbert's belongings in his house. We do need to find out where the flower is disappearing. That's another nighttime thing. And this seems to be uncompletable now that we've gained entry to the city. So with that in mind... That's quite a tumble. Let us seek another way round. And while we are here... Oh, evening time. Oh, excellent. We could camp with Jiri. I was thinking we could go up here, check if I've killed that wolf. And maybe tangle with those two rat walkers. And I must admit, we've shown great restraint in not loosing a single shaft yet from our bow. And that has everything to do with our complete lack of ability with it, and our lack of confidence with it now. We do appear to have slain the mauler. Excellent. So let us head back to Jiri and camp down one more time. Maybe even make some nice salad afterwards too. What we cannot do is check our food, hunger and fatigue during camp to see how much of a meal we need afterwards. So... it may very well be worth... Now, I'm going to presume I can't read this. I can't read this. Just like the Mayor and Devil Volume 2, Volume 3 and Volume 4. Where's... This does not make much sense, does it? A quest log's referring to them as volumes 1 to 3, and we're looking for volumes 2 to 4. Which would obviously imply that the rest still has volume 1, because why would he have got rid of it if he wants to read the whole thing? Unless he's lost it and we need to find it for him. But here we are. Let's go visit our friend. Could pray again. We don't quite have the funds, unfortunately. And the last time we prayed, we did seem to get some kind of tangible benefit. So it's definitely something we should be investing in when we do have the funds. However, it might be some time before we can do so again. Here we go.
I have the documents.
Oh, happy to hear that. Thanks. Find anything else interesting in the chest?
Yes, I think we're even.
Ooh, nice experience. Excellent. And what do you have for us? Things that require advanced crafting. A foreign dagger. Cannot be used to parry or block. Needs 15 dexterity, which we don't apparently have. We should probably work on that. Ooh, 20. That's pretty good going, because I think to craft camp supplies needs metal that we don't have. Already learned, already learned, already learned. Excellent. So then these two, 75, standard arrow and bow with leather wrap. Make a new item, so this will hopefully upgrade our bow that we have never used. We have 4 arrows, 1 crossbow bolt. Right. Well, helmet's not very comfortable for sleeping in, so let's just take that off.
They're so fresh on Greyshaft.
I'm seeing a 76, a 69, and a 64. So, we will rest till dawn. Don't know why he turned his back on the campfire there. Oh, because of the sleeping mat. Got it, yeah. And the blankets and stuff. And then, while we're at it, let's have a nice salad. Nice and juicy. Quenches our thirst a bit as well. Excellent. Let's pack up camp. I can't remember if it's 8 or 10 times to camp to get the benefit, but we're a way off yet. Yeah, that's an extra 15 health we don't normally have. And we've not been restored to full health for some reason. But we could have a little drink. There we go. And then head into town. And start... momentarily forgot what I was after. I'm imagining it'll involve things, that places that aren't going to be open for a while
Keep your
yet
hands
anyway.
where I can see them.
Which means I do have time to view my quest log.
Can't see a
So-
tucked in a fog like this.
I'm looking for a preacher. I'm looking for what else? Things that will impress the man who's head of the market. Not sure on that one. It seems that trying to get the cloth for the sails of his ship are a real sticking point. Meanwhile, if I'm waiting for places to open anyway, no, I'll just run on this way. There's another Gravedigger's message board outside the woodcutter's camp. Because I'd like to check what the daily is in case I have it. And this also allows me to visit another trader who can sell me bread. And then I can come back in and see Jiri by the main gate and get more bread from there as well. And we are getting experience points at a slow and steady rate. I am feeling that these are quests we should have completed. Well, not this one particularly, because a lot of these have only become available with this new chapter of the adventure. But we are still completing some tasks around town that we probably should have done when we were lower level. Get ourselves a bit more experience. Which means that the larger objectives we've completed would have been not quite so rewarding. Right, let's absolutely try here. Okay. We might only get the one. I'm not even sure we got any iron there. Is it still 5? It's still 5. We really want to get that advanced crafting so we can start making leather. We can currently purchase leather at an extortionate rate, but that's not quite what we're after. Let's have a little dash to make ourselves feel adventurous and heroic of the wind flowing in our hair. What wind? There is no wind. The wind we're rushing through and creating by our fast motion. Alright, what's for daily? A small wooden bow. For 20 gold only. What else? We've seen that. Looking for what I'm afraid of. Yeah, okay. Looks like most of these are messages we have already seen. In fact, so far, nothing new at all. Jerome must be getting so much work with all the buildings people are repairing and working on. I wonder if Jiri will ask for help repairing his property. Titan's Day Market. Cloth. No, nothing new there. Okay. So, a small wooden bow. We don't need 20 gold that badly. And since we're about only a quarter of the way to the next level, we might as well jog over and get ourselves some bread. Ready, my friend? Glad you haven't locked me out.
Why is he wearing that junk?
Any luck?
Apparently I'm wearing a uniform now, even though I'm not. Right, bread. Das Brot, ja? All free. That doesn't exactly inspire confidence in my ability to get 7 more from Jiri. But I'll try. And let's... Hang on. Right, left. Left, 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 right. Okay, so they're nearly all... Yeah. Let's obey medieval tradition and wear a hat upon our head. Because in the medieval period, it was considered extremely rude to appear bareheaded. And so everyone generally had some kind of head covering or other. The more wealthy and fanciful people had the more ornate and ostentatious articles of headgear, and the simpler stuff was for the peasantry. Now let's go slow in the hope Jiri will be available for business. And you know what, why not waste a bit of time? Could probably do that, really, just to get it off the quest list. This. Track it. And we would love to have enough money to learn a new skill when we level. That being said, we're only about a quarter of the way there, so we have plenty of time to get the money, to gather the money, to garner the money, indeed. So why am I jogging? Because I'd like to get to some kind of settled area. If I can't get the money, can't get the bread from Jiri, then what do? I need to start looking elsewhere. There's probably bread for sale at the Inn of the King's Brother, which I would like to visit again, ideally if the rat walkers will allow me to do so. And again, I'm predominantly attempting to avoid combat in this episode because the controls aren't quite responding in the usual manner. Let's relax a little. Cast our eyes about in case any herbs have grown in the area that we could utilize. Take a double look at that fallen tree trunk, which for the briefest moment looked like a seam of mineable ore, and made me wonder if this game actually had those in the ground or if they are always on the edge of cliffs. I don't think there is a miller in the outskirts, so we'll have to ask elsewhere. And we still don't know what could be causing the delay. The miller's flour to disappear overnight, even though he seems to leave it outside his building in the open in some sacks where anyone could get it.
We'll be eating grass soon.
Rough to be sure, but life goes on.
Something was banging around in the cellar all night. Couldn't bring myself to risk checking what it was.
I might be tempted to sell our small bow if it were not the only one we had.
What a nightmare.
At least we got ourselves a nice new sword last episode. And it was relatively affordable
Why are you wearing that junk?
Lady, it's a question people are going to be asking for a very long time. So you might as well get used to the sight of me, because it ain't changing anytime soon. Not like I can afford anything better just yet. Well, I can, but then better is subjective, and I would be losing the... Oh, I should also be looking for poor people to give out potions to. Sickly people. People in the docks and surrounding areas. So far I've discovered exactly one. I probably should investigate whatever is giving the old drunk captain a hard time. I should also really probably just be waiting for the next patch for this game, because I know something that's in it. There's been changes to the way experience points are gained and the amount of experience points needed to level up.
Bite of a fresh loaf on your way home. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
So characters might gain levels a little quicker after the patch. Look, she's speaking, which means she may be outside the building, or at least near the door. I may be able to do business with her. No, inside the building. Well, she won't open up just yet. And there's not much point me trying to... to wait for her. You know, if Tristan's going to be sluggish and unresponsive, I should probably just have him drink a load of booze to justify
There's
it.
nothing better than lunch on the road.
Jiri, my friend. I crave bread. You have absolutely none. That is crushing my woman. Soul destroying. I shall depart in search of another, from whom I may purchase such fine baked products. Oh, here we go. The inn up this way sells food and contains a rowdy drunk who has a nasty stunlock pattern we don't want to get involved in and seems to be pretty powerful. And who is determined to fight us at all odds. So let's not go there. Perhaps we could try another location. I don't believe there is an inn in the craftsman's district down here. That's butchers, carpenters, there's a bakers. Of course there's a bakers. Right. Leg it, Tristan. Now, the guy will owe you some favours in the future, so it would be nice to try and do his tasks first, but that doesn't seem like it's going to happen until at least nightfall. And once we set foot outside during the hours of darkness, it's going to get very nasty. So let's see about buying some bread. 7 loaves of stale bread, which he shouldn't be too proud to advertise as produce, to be honest. Buddy, the baker. Thank you so much. This is just what I need.
A good price!
Good indeed. Now I'm going to bugger off and come back a little bit later, okay? It's the tomatoes and the berries. Okay. For now, though, we are on the move. You know, getting a customs inspector might impress him. Well, a guard for marketplace and a customs inspector. That does seem like a worthy endeavour. Who are you?
Why is he wearing that junk?
You're a nameless citizen. Very well, citizen. I'll leave you to it. And instead, I'll head through here. I suppose you... No. Tried. No, this gate does not go quite where I was hoping. Okay. Well then, while I'm here...
Hey, we have guests!
What? Oh, I see.
Leave before you get yourself hurt.
Mate, I'm trying to help, but... Is that door locked? It is locked. What? Who? I have a distinct feeling I was supposed to head in there. Is it? Am I trapped in here now because of a locked door? Yeah. Oh, this is annoying. Right. What do we have? That's a while ago, isn't it? And that's the closest. Okay. So I shouldn't go there unless I'm ready to get trapped in a building. Snubby was able to walk in and out again.
Maybe someone will come and save us.
Nobody cares.
But
So-
the one almighty. Remember how things used to be. This is not...
What am I doing here apart from... Okay, I'm back on the quest for bread. And we cannot trust Jiri to have any for us. And again, I'm going to need more strength and stamina if I want to replace this outfit. I've replaced 2 or 3 of the 2 points of strength. I haven't replaced any for 5 points of stamina. And yet, I'm using those points of strength from the outfit for item requirements. So I will need to get 3 more points of strength, which will tempt me to use more powerful items that I will then lose the ability to use. So I'll need to bear that in mind. Additionally, that's a very heavy strength build, and I have at least 2 other abilities I'd like to put points into. Our strength, our health has dropped to 220 out of 235 again upon reloading. Well, I could have a drink of water, which would certainly help. We can say it will help to ameliorate that problem. And trundle on slowly to... There we go, baker's open. Music cut out really suddenly there. So I'm suspecting those are the rat walkers in the building next to the old captain. I didn't appreciate getting trapped inside. So that's an obvious... It looked like the door opened for the NPC, which allowed me to get trapped inside, but also I couldn't interact with the door from the inside at all. Almost as if the lock was only on one
Why
side
is
of
he
the door.
wearing that junk?
Right, I need 7. Sure. I'm here for bread. Oh, you know what else though? I could get some more of these. So this one, I think this one. Oh, mushroom pie, that sounds nice, yeah. And that one. 12, 18, okay. So if we get 10 of these, it's a lot.
Worth the money.
And it's only half a 20. But it's a nice start, you know? Gives us something extra to look forwards to in the future. And hopefully, I will be carrying those 10 around so long that it will stick in my memory that I need to get more of them. So this time we're going to take the correct exit from the district and head to the actual location we want to... Ooh! That goes past the alchemist shop as well, which should now be open for business. I like where this is going. I can inquire about the Harbour Master's condition. Yeah. And here we are. I don't suppose you need a... Nope. This could be a surrounding district, but if he's unwell... Oh, come on now, where is he? I don't want to get arrested trying to speak to the man. He does not seem to be about his lawful business. I suppose we'll just have to wait a little. In the meantime, however... Hold it. Isn't there a moneylender who lives up here? No, he doesn't need medicine. About you. Nope. At least we tried. And we should start thinking about where we can find some sort of stable-like location in this. You know what? Let us enter the bathhouse. Nobody there.
Hey, come on in. Can't hurt to have a bath every once in a while.
Is this your bathhouse?
The best bathhouse on Greyshaft. Blood, sweat and dirt, all bow before the naked king.
Right, so you don't need any medicine then. That's a shame. We could at least try. Who else? What manner of named individual in these locations could require our assistance? Hello. And also, what else are we doing here again? We are... Oh, yes. Of course. We are about to confirm an important business arrangement. And if this does what I think it does, all the better.
Everything's done. The bark bugs are dead, and here's your bread and water.
Parfy, tell Fillmore that I know who needs looking after. I'll be sending someone over to him with a report once in a while, but he'll have to pay up front if he wants to hear what they have to say.
Understood. Now I need to find out where the hell Fillmore is. I believe he was in this region giving supplies to the needy, and we assisted him in doing so. I also have no idea where he is at this point. Did he not... Because we met him first in this area. Did he not relocate to just round this corner at one point? Because one stage of the quest was around here. I believe he's dressed all in red. In priestly robes. Find the bugger. He says, looking around just this corner in case it may be the... That sounds like a door. This building has the kind of door that we can enter and A gravedigger. Got it. That lets me know what this place is, certainly. So, nothing to sell. Got it.
Why is he wearing this junk?
Well, we should at least get the hell out of here before ending the episode, because we don't want city lag on our hands at the start of the next one.
Why is he wearing that junk?
I mean, Hello? I'll try the ship guard, just in case. I highly doubt it's going to be him, though. Here we go.
Get away from the ship.
Are you ill?
I have to go.
I have no reason to demand passage. It's not as if I'm on some kind of investigation or something that requires me to gain access to that vessel. So how am I going to find 3 more people in this area with names when there aren't any? There's the innkeeper. And we were told to check... Well, it was suggested we check surrounding districts. We might just have to try every single district in town. I don't want to go into the pub and meet the man who tells me to go down a narrow dark alleyway alone. Because honestly, that does not feel like a set of instructions I can trust. Not if I want to emerge alive again anyway. We should probably stop avoiding the drinking houses at some point, though. Start looking for this useless drunk Robert with the burnt face. Can at least try and come back for the alchemist now, though. That's not a bad idea. I imagine if I go to the man who trades in herbs, he would also direct me to the alchemist. And so it is he that we shall consult with. Are you at work yet?
Have you ever heard of a grey rash?
Stop right there! Don't come any closer.
One almighty, I don't have it. It's for a friend.
Well, alright then. Describe the rash.
It looks like crushed stone and is very itchy. That's all I know.
I think I heard about it a long time ago. Back when Greyshaft was peppered with mines. If I remember correctly, it was not too contagious and quite rare.
How do we treat it?
I don't know. As I said, I only heard about it back in the day. You can try finding someone older than me, someone who was around at the time.
An old miner, eh? We're not going to purchase any of these things. So it looks like we've hit a dead end there, but we could keep searching for this Fillmore. So you'd think he's either going to be out on the bridge district or near the church. And as he is a man of the cloth, why don't we head back to the church to check? This will also allow us to head on our way out of town, back into the outskirts again, which will help wrap the episode.
Can't see a tucht in a fog like this.
You know, the rest's pretty old. But who else? I suppose we could just go looking for old people. But I imagine it's a little more complicated than that. While I am here...
Why is he wearing that junk?
So this would be the arena. I don't think we'll find Fillmore in here.
Why is he wearing that junk?
And most of the people in here want our
Sometimes I
money.
wonder why we even have guards.
Have you seen how fat the guard captain's face is, though? Won't fit through the entrance soon.
Happens all the time, you know.
This weather's been mad lately. Sunny, then rainy, then sunny again.
This is a trainer, isn't he?
Ointments, bandages, potions, what do you need?
Well, we can't ask him. Worst luck. Is that? Alright. Well, I'm going to keep moving. And I think I do need to check out the church. I also have an annoying feeling that's not where he's going to be. He doesn't appear to be where we met him last. So he either moves about or has moved himself to a new location to await our report.
Have you
I
seen
don't
how fat the guard
suppose-
captain's face is, though? Won't fit through the entrance soon.
Have
Can't
you heard
trust
about what the
anyone
moon
nowadays.
did? Oh, maybe I should move to the village.
Feel free
The
to
city
take a
makes me sick.
What for?
to purchase too.
So you'd think
Dark ale is the sweetest of them all.
he would be somewhere in the docks district itself. This does look like the most reasonable place to find a priest. There is one here, but I do not believe that is his name. Also, he seems to be a bit of a lazy priest who doesn't necessarily do his job properly, so... yeah. You are not him. You are Arliss, who doesn't have anything to particularly say to me right now. And we need to rein in Tristan's spending because he's running out of funds, to be honest. Well then, I think we're done with the city for now, even if a lot of our business seems to be here. So what are we looking to do next? I feel... Yes, that was me trying to say think and believe at the same time.
Heard a couple maulers howling at the walls yesterday. They've grown
So I
fearless.
feel...
Ruffed. for sure.
We could just go end the episode getting killed by some rat walkers. Or, if we're truly fortunate, avoiding them on the way to the Inn of the King's Head. And then get killed by whatever new inhabitants also occupy that road. The Hobsters could have come back, which is not great fun to look forward to, obviously. So Fillmore, he's a bit of a missionary, bit of a street preacher. Beyond that, we don't know where to find him in the city. If we do head this way...
Where exactly?
What are we doing?
Somewhere near the old cove, I think.
Did anyone make it out alive?
Don't think so, no.
Just a point. Remember when the outskirts was
wearing
laggy and the
that
city was
jump?
hell? There has definitely been some optimization as the outskirts are nowhere near as laggy as before. Barely at all, in fact. So hopefully the city gets more optimization in the future
Someone was
as well.
robbed right in the outskirts recently.
Maybe I should move to the village. The city makes me sick.
Ah,
Keep
yes,
your
of
hands
course.
where I can see them.
There is that path guarded by the giant beetle. If we take a left then a right, and then go through the ruins. And that gives us a good sort of objective for the next episode. So I'm going to leave the episode here. I hope you've all enjoyed this one, and I'll look forward to seeing you all in the very next one. I'll say goodbye for now, and cheerio everyone. See you all soon.